Create your future. And today I wanted to do a short video on feeling it real and choosing the reality that you want in order to create it. Everything is energy. And this is what I play on my sessions. If you've had a session with me, you know that we tap into feeling and we shift energy like almost instantaneously by retaining our power from an energetic story that we are connected to and placing it in another one. So I want to talk a little bit about that today, just so the people who haven't had a session with me can really understand the energetics behind changing your story and what it really means for your life and your reality in general. So if you haven't booked a session, I still have a 50% off sales ending at the end of this month. So I would get on it right now. Right now. Okay, so in terms of feeling it real and working with intentions, this goes hand in hand with the knowing of what this world and what this universe really is, and that everything is created and everything, nothing is created or destroyed. Everything already is here. And we are just playing with energy, which means whatever story you are invested in, you have energy in, is the story that you're consistently living out on a day-to-day basis. And so this is where your intention comes into play in playing with that energy and intending your life to be the way it is, which means if you've never experienced the love that you want to experience, you have to be intentional about creating that love for yourself every single day, which means writing down the new story, sitting in meditation and feeling the new story. Because if you're not used to that story, if you're not used to feeling that way, and you're used to something along the lines of no one ever loves me, I'm never chosen, I'm never enough, blah, 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 that is what the world is going to show to you on a daily basis. Sorry, my camera keeps falling. Therefore, intention. This is why Amanda loves the words I intend, blah, 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 because that's really where it comes from, is creating that intentional life for yourself. I intend to feel, I intend to experience, I intend that this happens. Be intentional about what you're creating. So let's take, for example, you want to experience large flows of money. Let's just take this one for example. This can be anything, apply this to anything you want, but you've never experienced it before in your life. You've always lived a 9 to 5, £10 an hour, $10 an hour job, whatever it may be. And maybe you saw your parents doing it, so that's just what you're used to for your entire life. You have a lot of energy involved in that story. Perfectly acceptable, perfectly fine, but you want to change it so you're experiencing 50K months and money is flowing to you every day like water, blah, blah, blah. You have got to be incredibly intentional about creating that reality for yourself until it becomes nonchalant and real for you. That is the crux of it. There is no two ways about it. I cannot put it any other way. You have got to be on it every single day, intentionally creating this life for yourself, sitting there, imagining it, writing about it, intending it, changing your mental diet every single day, intentionally creating this felt reality for yourself. Remember, nothing is created or destroyed. It's just what you are tapping into with your energetics, which makes it feel real. Your reality is only what you are choosing to make real on a daily basis. And so when you get to the bottom of the fact that nothing is real except for what you feel real, you will begin to understand that your intention is the most important part of this whole thing. You can intentionally create the feeling of the wish fulfilled. I want you to sit there right now, and you can even do it right now. You can say, what does it feel like to experience blah, 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 blah. And if you are really, really, really stuck in the old story, you need to sit there, write about it, tell me your stories about it, feel it for 2 minutes, feel what it feels like, and retain your energy from that felt story. Because you can change anything. You can change any experience through intentional manifestation of it. Manifestation is just the realization of a thought, feeling, whatever it is, belief, right? You can realize this reality for yourself. You can, but you have got to be intentional about it. Your reality is not ever lying to you, ever, 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 ever. And there is never, ever, ever anything outside of you that has more power in your reality than you do. You are the one who does it. You are the one who writes this whole thing by placing your energy in it through intention. I intend to feel this. I intend to see this. I intend to create this. Okay, well, if you intend to, sit there and create it. You are the one creating it. Sit there, imagine it, feel it real. Access your theta state before you go to sleep and when you wake up in the morning, or deep meditation throughout the day. Find it, be in it, feel it real, until I've been giving people this very specific exercise to do, where you feel it real for 3 days, as much as you can throughout the day for 3 days. And I promise you, it's going to become your neutral, nonchalant self. And therefore, it'll have to be your reality. But again, if you've never felt it real before, how are you ever supposed to allow yourself to live in that reality if it doesn't feel natural to you? So this is really, really important, to intentionally create your reality. Now, we do this in a session where I get to like the depths of your own personal stories and we shift them around and do it like that. In this video, you're going to have to do it yourself. You're going to have to really understand the contradicting thoughts and intentions and feelings that you have to the story that you want to create. And you're going to have to sit there and you're going to have to retain the energy from them. That's what you have to do now. By yourself, on your own. Write down your old stories, write down what you're telling yourself, be honest with yourself, feel where you feel it in your body. Do you feel it in your stomach? Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel sick about yourself? Do you feel like you want to cry? And feel that feeling until you no longer feel it. You have now successfully retained your energy and your feeling stories from that story. We're now going to go over here and we're going to muster up what it feels like to actually create the story that we want. Visualize it, see it, be in it. Be in Barbados before you're in Barbados, in the very famous story of Neville Goddard and his Barbados story. Feel where you want to go before you're actually there. Watch how you are going to transform before your eyes. When you start to realize this feeling reality as your real life before it becomes your real life, that is going to be your real life forever and ever. And that is just how it's going to be. You have got to intentionally become the person that you want to be in order to create the reality that you want to create. You have access to the feeling state of anything you want in this universe, but you are choosing to experience what you're experiencing now. So with that knowledge, why not sit there and ask to experience and create something different? And when you practice that feeling state for long enough, it will become who you are. And when it becomes who you are, you realize your power, you realize you're the creator of your reality, and you become unstoppable. Because if you can create meaning and create substance and create a reality from nothing into something, imagine what else you can create. Anything. You can create everything from nothing. Everything came from nothing. This notebook that I have in my hand was once an idea, a thought, a feeling in someone's mind, and it manifested into physical form. Your reality is no different. You can be the same thing. Everything's only real because you feel it real. This pen is real because I feel it real. So create the feeling state of the reality that you actually genuinely want to live. Get on Pinterest, create a self-concept, create an image that you want, create yourself from the ground up in how you want to look, feel, act, believe. Create the relationships that you want. Go on Pinterest, find the perfect girl group vibe that you want, and imagine yourself in that environment every single day. Imagine yourself in Costa Rica drinking from coconuts if that's what you want to do. Get the perfect house, imagine it real. Go on Pinterest, find the perfect house, sit in that energy for 3 days until it becomes real for you. Find images of the perfect bank account that you want. Sit in that feeling for 3 days and imagine it coming real. Your mental diet will fall into place when you do. I am rich. Money flows to me effortlessly from nowhere every single day. Every time I spend a penny, it comes back to me 10,000 times more. Money loves me. I am money. I am everything in the universe. So of course I am money. I access money every single day. Money just finds me. Money flows into my bank account. My bank account's always overflowing. I am loved, cherished, and adored. I am chosen every single day. I'm celebrated every day. People love and adore me and they celebrate me and I go viral every single day. I am a viral superstar. Money flows to me every single day. People book me for thousands and thousands every single day. And whatever it is that I choose to do, whether it's boxing, whether it's chefing, whether it's dancing, whether it's singing, whether it's being a dog trainer, I am so successful in everything that I do, and I celebrate myself, and I'm highly celebrated in myself. Whatever the reality is that you were creating, get so emotionally involved in the story that you see it real, you feel it real in every single sense of the word. We are feeling beings. So this story that you are investing in, you've got to feel real on a daily basis. Visualize it, know what it feels like. What does it smell like? What does that person feel like? What are they wearing? What are my friends wearing? What do they sound like? What does it feel like to be in their presence? What does it feel like to be on that beach? What can I see? What can I hear? What things can I anchor into my beingness now that it becomes a very easy feeling state for me to access whenever I need to access it? I promise you, this is going to become so nonchalant and so real to you in your day-to-day life that you're even going to be doing something so mundane, like brushing your teeth or going on the treadmill, whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day basis, and immediately you're going to catch yourself already thinking and feeling from that other reality. This is how it works. And then all of a sudden your phone's blowing up, your bank account's overflowing, you're moving house, you have plane tickets coming out of your ears, you have coconuts showing up at your door. All of these random things have start happening to you because you, as an individual, as a vibrational state, have shifted. Okay? That's how simple it is. I cannot put it any more simply than that, other than working with you one-on-one to shift your story and get you instant results. Remember, the instant results come from you shifting as a vibrational match to the things that you want to be. Become the place of unconditional love, accepting where you are now completely. This is why I say, make space for your reality now. Feel it until you have no more feelings about it. Feel what you are feeling. If you feel like an awful person, if you feel like you're always wrong, if you feel like a burden, create space for that version of yourself and feel it out. You have to become one with where you are, because creating a life of unconditional love and creation is about you becoming the unconditional love and creation. So you have to be an unconditional love for the version of you that feels like you do everything wrong and you don't get anything and you have no money and you are a burden to everybody and you're wrong and you're an imposter and you shouldn't shine your light and you need to hide and you need to be all these things. Create space for that version of you. Feel it out. Retain your energy from those things by feeling them. Feel where you feel it in your body and realize that you are choosing to, once you become aware of them, you are now choosing that reality. And do you want to continue choosing that reality, or do you want to retain your energy from it by realizing that you're choosing it, become one with it, become nonchalant with it, have love for it, say you're silly. You're a silly Billy for choosing this. Laugh about it, cry it out, choose something new. Invest in a new story. Invest in the fact that you are incredible and lovable and amazing and talented and beautiful and wealthy and rich. And you are the universe. You are everything. So why not invest in everything else in the universe? Create a life of luxury for yourself. Create a life of amazingness for yourself and watch how your reality will shift as you do. It is that simple. It is that amazing. It is that incredible for you. And I promise you, you will find instant results with this technique. Feel it real. I can't wait to see you in a session. We're going to shift it immediately and over and out until then. Love you, lads.